part of both of our daily routine. And not only does it work on
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Boys and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
After your first application, call the number on your screen. Call 800-817-2796.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around, hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And I think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
A gain there of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
First and 10. On the play fake, Dak. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First down, Prescott. He's got it at about the 8, and he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Now Dowdle. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Prescott now. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Again, it's Madison. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
In motion is Myers. To the air on third down, it's Minshew. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Madison. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Madison. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Open receiver is Marshall. He's got it. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. Off he goes.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw with Minshew. Good blocking, and he's in. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one, downfield for Cooks.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Third and long. Now Prescott. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. Back gate for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll go here with Madison. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Marshall is on the move. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Kevontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40. Now, Prescott. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throw across his body is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Dak. He's going to run it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 29.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Prescott on 1st down. He runs with it. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll trying to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Minshew. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Minshew gonna look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now the Raiders gonna use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports. Halftime report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Dylan Loudby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Madison. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. We're to about the 39. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. Second down and 8. To throw, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Vegas.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Throwing on first and 10, it's Minshew. He'll go right back to Myers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On second down, here comes Madison. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Here's a run with Abdullah. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
On the ground, it's Madison. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On second down, they run the counter. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
The play action. It's Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Now Dowdle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Prescott now. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Dak to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Lobby now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Abdullah, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run with Madison. Taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Marshall is on the move. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run Abdullah. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught by Abdullah. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Madison. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with Madison. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. That one, take it in. Harris Marshall, touchdown Raiders. And now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Raiders will line up for the
Now Madison trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First and 10. Dak to throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play actions, here's Dak. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A run on 1st and goal. And that won't get a whole lot to about the 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a designed run. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. Here is 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Minshew. This one into the hands of Marshall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Back is Minshew. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. It is 3rd and 10. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride back to victory.